naval ship is here, or what's the name of this ship? The Nimitz. The Nimitz seem to have no limits, right? It has been traveling across the sea, and we're going to get into this on why it says that it's here in Jamaica, right? However, we found the truth, which is different from what they're saying, right? And everyone be saying something different. We hear DJ Kentucky asking Jamaicans about what's going on with this large fleet, this large ship that's like 10 fleets all in one. You know what I'm saying? The Nimitz has no limits. Jamaica is closer than ever to drilling for oil. Test and sample from the seabed of the Caribbean island south coast, where the Nimitz are come from. The southern America, south. Look at that, connect the dots. It don't I tell you, south. You see me? So the alignment, remember, we teach the signs of the universe, and this man mincing words. Is it?
Reportedly cost the country up to $2 billion every single year. But if they had an oil industry of their own, it could completely transform the economy. It could create jobs, potentially bring in billions of dollars every single year.
Bomba clock. Boom!
I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England.
This is my page, and the first post here you seeing. Look a nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a keep a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Excellent process. Yeah. One bag of money. Yard one a foreign. Give me the bird can't team some stay same way like me daddy. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dog them fully advanced. We advance academically and professionally, extraterrestrially and even medically. Sell we to everybody, take the molly, superfragically, PSPally, sexually, get the dolly ben reality. In every reality, genitally make Beverly see. Up I do nally, then be clearing that them off me. No go tell Rivali, anti-valley no mediocrity. Black magic, watch fraud. Get a black puss with a black dog. A mad sus, when mad dog. I de left a bad push with the cash card. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Black money, black card, rich like who little nigga stop talk. Pussy them a cap a axe off in a frag of me dogs them fully advanced. Yes, that's right there. You see me? Tough a lie, bad. Yeah, people. Yo, we just got the answer why the big naval ship is here, or what's the name of this ship? The Nimitz. The Nimitz seem to have no limits, right? It has been traveling across the sea, and we're going to get into this on why it says that it's here in Jamaica, right? However, we found the truth, which is different from what they're saying, right? And everyone be saying something different. We hear DJ Kentucky asking Jamaicans about what's going on with this large fleet, this large ship that's like 10 fleets all in one. You know what I'm saying? The Nimitz has no limits. Now let's get into this, because we got so much things to do and so much things to say, that, you know, we have no time to waste. So this video here, this this post, my bad guys, this post here, right, from the tropics again. You know that we heavily rely on the tropics and depend on this page here for all the content. And you know, it's from the tropics here. We got some information about why the Nimitz, the USS Nimitz, USSN, like United Nation, they probably have something to do with this. That's what the universe be telling me. The U for the universe, like USSR, right? And we're getting the USSN, you know what I mean? So it's like a mixture of destruction and, you know, the past coming back in the future. That's basically what I'm reading up. But that's not the truth what I said I have for you when I say we know why they're here finally. That's why I was waiting for the truth to vlog about this ship thing, because I've been seeing the news, I've been hearing the talking, the DJ Kenny concern and a lot of people out there, you know what I'm saying? I see the vloggers, they be sharing this. But as I said, we waste no time, let's get into it, right? So the posts have seemed to garner a lot of attention, right? Because this was posted 5 days ago and I had liked it from 5 days ago and I wanted to vlog it, so I had to went black all the way deep in my post history and dug it up, you know. So the thing is, with all that is being said, the post read that Jamaica to welcome USS Nimitz, one of the world's largest warship, next week, right? And we're in that week now that they're here presently. They have arrived on the 1st of June, which was 2 days ago. So I'm basically late with this news report here. Although I don't see anyone with the truth and the fact of the matter why this large or the largest warships here with us this week currently as we speak. And as I said, that all of this is tied to the history of USSR, Russia. I'm seeing war, I'm seeing betrayal, I'm seeing destruction. And here it is, the largest warship. I mean, it can be safe because it's a good thing for us to see a warship. It's like a museum type of vibes, you know, seeing Jamaica being privileged on getting the opportunity of seeing the largest warship, you know. That is something to talk about. I mean, that can be a big reason why it's here also, you know, for Jamaican. And something like this has to travel around the world, especially with the countries that are aligned and connected and have some togetherness with the USA, you know what I mean? So we know that they are world leader. It's our country of dominance, you know, just like Russia, China, and a lot of other countries out there, you know. USA have really managed to become one of the, you know, strongest country, and, you know, over the years through black people, slavery, you know, we build that shit, you know what I'm saying? Black people shouldn't be able to get deported from America, although with certain crimes that they're doing, you know, I think they should give them the death penalty over there, because black people have contributed so much to the construction and development of America, England, and the entire Western Hemisphere, just as the Eastern, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get into this about Jamaica welcoming the USS Nimitz, right? Nimitz. Oh my goodness, I be saying so much crazy things. The Jamaica to welcome USS Nimitz, one of the world's largest warship, this week, okay? Currently as we speak. Now the post reads that from the tropics that Jamaica is preparing. Well, we already have them here. So just take in mind and in consideration that this is a late post from 5 days ago. So what we may be reading now is past tense, okay? So this is currently going down as we speak now. So Jamaica is preparing to welcome one of the most powerful naval vessel in the world. The USS Nimitz will arrive in Jamaica, or has arrived in Jamaica, on Monday, June the 1st, 2 days ago, and remain until Friday, June 5th, as part of the United States Navy Southern East 2026 regional tour. The aircraft carrier has already visited several countries across South America, including Panama, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil during its deployment. Ever since it left out, it has been going around, from Panama, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil to now Jamaica. And all of that was the South America, before it had entered the Caribbean Sea, you know what I'm saying? So according to a statement from the office of the Prime Minister, the visit will include community engagement initiatives, including the beautification of 4 schools in partnership with the Defense Force and youth sporting activities. So, now is not the right time for any Jamaican to carry out any crime, or at this time, it would be a bad time to pull any crime, because they've got a lot of military, they got a lot of military personnel, on board that is here in Jamaica with them to protect and to ensure that all is well. And they will definitely support our Jamaica Defense Force and our Jamaica Constabulary Force if necessary. So be careful out there, my Jamaican fellow citizens. According to a statement, we have read this, right? So this is what they're saying, that the visit will include community engagement initiative, like some missionary church who go around and, involve themselves with the poor and lesser community, the unfortunate. And we hope some people can get some help from all this, because Jamaica there's a new path that have set out for Jamaica right now, and we're going to talk more and shed some light on what we're talking about when we said a new path that Jamaica is approaching, and it's a new beginning to something. We can be for the betterment of Jamaica or for the worse with these greedy politicians around. But listen, before we get into that, let us read off this thing here. So it continues to say that members of the public will be able to view the vessel while it is anchored in the port of Kingston. Limited tours will also be offered to national security. You see that? Then to National Security Agency and educational institution, giving students an opportunity to learn more about maritime operation and infrastructure, right? Yes. Okay, so officials say the visit highlights the long-standing relationship between Jamaica and the United States, right? Areas such as security, trade, disaster response, education, and regional cooperation, right? And it said that would you be interested in seeing the USS Nimitz close while it's in Kingston? Of course, we definitely want to see it close, but I'm not frightened to seeing that. I've been seeing ships like that, but it's a good thing to witness. So y'all can go downtown and take a good look at it. You know what I'm saying? Try to get on board it and get back your ass to the United States. This is the best way to stow away. This is the best time to stow away. They won't be able to find y'all if y'all get your air on that ship. You get what I'm saying? The USS Nimitz. I'm going downtown. I'm going to try to get my ass on it to get wherever country it's going to make its next stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's stopping anywhere else in the Caribbean, because Jamaica, we're special. You know what I'm saying? But let us go through this slide to see what more we have to see before I show y'all the proof of why they're really here, that they're not telling us, because, they can't tell us everything detailing all their plans and, their reasons. The reason that it's clear. The reason that we're going. The reason The reason why we're here. The reason why my voice. Damn, I be smoking too much. My voice is cloudy. It sounds horsey. Now hold on, let me light up this split. Excuse me while I light my spliff. Spliff. Oh no, try to call it. Take it easy. Go and take it easy. Take it easy. Go and take it easy. Why them a galang so? Well, come cool I up. Yeah. No. Wow. No. Yeah, enough of them want to be Bob. You see it, but them can't be Bob. And the rest of them want to be Kartel. And them can't even start well. You see me? Make us slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Yeah, so we're going to read over some things we've seen here that was down below that we have just read. But then we have some information on the third slide because there's 3 slides and we're on the second one, the middle one. I'm the middleman getting middle sex from no middle school. Don't put that middle school on my name, bro. Unless we're talking about college girls and university girls. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no middle school. That's tertiary. That's a 3rd level, man. Yeah. New level. Popcorn and new devil. Watch out. All right. The tropics there, right? So we get some more information, right, that we have read already, I think. Now let's see what it says on this post here. It says that, and this was posted on X, which is AKA Twitter, right? And it says that the USS Nimitz, one of the largest aircraft carrier, right? It carries aircraft on that. That's large. It carries tanks. It carries military, battleship, all sort of thing that she carry. That's a battlefield. Hot. Jamaica natty, right? Beware, cause the Nimitz they are like, and a Rastaman not tell them for watch them black. Beware, America start attack and them no care. And them be shooting in your poo. Beware, when the Rast them attack and Jamaicans when them call squatterbacks. Beware, no America go drop and we no care. No, you see the USS Nimitz, one of the largest ship carrying the world to sea. Will Jamaica this? Yeah, listen, I could get things serious now, Zin. The USS Nimitz, one of the largest aircraft carriers in the world, will visit Jamaica from June 1 to June 5th as part of the 11th Southern Seas Regional Tour. The vessel stop will include community projects, youth activities, and opportunities for selected, I believe, groups to tour the ship. Who are the selected groups? Who? The ones who pay? The ones who got rich parents? Or is it the ghetto youths or the middle class youth? Kind of people have left out the middle class them, you know. It's either the poorer ghetto people them get the privilege and the honor, or the rich people them get the privilege and the honor. But everybody left out the middle class. And you see middle class people them in a middle class community, they have always felt somewhat closely aligned, being similar to the rich, because they're just one level more to get up there on the hill. You know, these are the people who, you know, they have a lot of vehicle. The middle class spend a lot of money in the economy and, you know, the system. They got vehicles, they're the ones who help a lot. You know what I mean? Now, the rich people, they help too, but not like how the middle class help. And rich people do fund the economy and they do spend a lot of money, just like the middle class. But when you're talking about the large scale middle class against the large scale rich class, it's almost like 50-50, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, because the middle class, you'll find a lot of people in the middle class area that, you know, they got 4 vehicles in their yard, and that's me and my family, you know what I mean? And you know, my family, we have enough cars, and I'm a middle class nigga, but the middle class have been really destroyed. You know, a lot of us have fell back, but we fighting to hold that middle class thing. But there's really no middle class when you checked it, because there was a shift, right, with the ghetto people moving into the middle class communities, right? And
trust me, they turned it into a ghetto. So you have people like me who keep no friends, you know what I'm saying? And all my friends that I know, I don't really out there with them because it's a battlefield, hot, hot, hot. You know what I mean? And I've been paying my dues in the streets. I've been on my grind for years. I've been sliding, crashing out. I've been the gang violence. I've been hustling up on the corner. I've been being provoked and harassed by the police, handcuffed, bring to the jail. I've been dedicated a lot of years of my life doing that shit, but not these days. You know what I'm saying? These days are different. But now the middle class is like that hot desert filled with ghetto motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? That's the middle class now. And you have a lot of people in the middle class area who become sellers, a lot of vending that's going on in the middle class nowadays. It's different from back in the days when middle class area was just clean and empty, safe and peaceful. It's different now, you know what I'm saying? And with the ghetto, because we haven't talked much about the ghetto, the ghetto people, they spend a lot of money too. Sometimes you got to be wondering how they be getting so much money. And sometimes you'll be asking the ghetto people, they like, why would they continue to live in the ghetto and stay in the ghetto when they got so much money? So there is really no difference when you're talking about the ghetto on a large scale comparing to the uptown and the middle class on a large scale when it comes to spending money. It's all 33.3 point something else, 33.3 point something else, 33.3. So it's all, so as I said, when we're talking about the uptown and the middle class and funding the economy and how much they spend in the economy and put back in the economy and help people, take the help people out of it, the helping people, even though the uptown people help people too, but it's just different. Most of their money goes to charity and to the cancer drive. When we're talking about the uptown people, they pump a lot of money in those foundations. You know what I'm saying? Middle class, they pump a lot of money to the poor people in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Now, ghetto people, they take a lot of money from the two other level of society, the middle class and the uptown. Because, ghetto people love tax and tier. And as I said, the middle class have been destroyed. So now we have a lot of middle class communities that are known as that from day one, back in the days, that now have a lot of beggars who tax and tier instead of seeking to work and uplift themselves and try to make things better for themselves and stop blaming, pointing, and seeking handouts. You know what I'm saying? Pointing fingers. So I hope y'all understand how Jamaica is from all that I've just said. You know what I'm saying? So the ghetto folks, they spend a lot of money in the system too. But they take a lot from, when it comes to tax and tier. That's it basically. You do have ghetto people who share a lot too, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think they really have it like that to share. And if they do, a lot of them that do have it like that to share, they be tax and tearing other people too, because they don't like to be in the target of being the one who are being taxed and tiered, being asked for money. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes these ghetto folks who got money, they be taxing people too. Because if you live in the ghetto and you are not taxing people, then they're going to assume that you're rich and tax you. So you got to behave like them and have them saying, but dog, you're rich, come on. And then you got to tell them, man, if I was rich, I wouldn't be living here. Come, give me some money, man. Every day you niggas be asking me for money. Now it's my time to ask you for money. I'm saying ain't nothing funny. Yeah, so now we're going to go on the third slide, right, where we'll be reading this detail here, okay, with a coat of arms, the crocodile, the mosquito, you see me? Yeah, the swamp on sinking sun, you see me? Or some boy if you try size up to Adidan, yeah, idiot, man. If you want to size up the cartel, hey, boy, you do nothing about ya, eh? The business pump and powder, you like blood clot. pam pam powder. Him do nothing for dancehall. What that little stinking boy them near mosquito. What him do for dancehall? Come the third slide. To see if we can even though my eyes are good enough to read this, right? But if anything, we may just do it like this, right? So anyhow, what we got going on here, we're seeing USS Nimitz to visit Jamaica as part of regional tour, right? So this is everything in a nutshell, I think, that we have read before. Let's see what it says. USS Nimitz will be visiting Jamaica from Monday, June the 1st. I was saying Moby almost. So the USS Nimitz will be visiting Jamaica from Monday, June the 1st to Friday, June the 5th as part of its 11th Southern Sea regional tour. The USS Nimitz has visited Panama, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil and hosted government officials from the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and Suriname while on tour in South America. That was the other day before they had arrived here, okay? So we welcome the people-to-people connection that will be strengthened by the activities of the visit, including the beautification of 4 schools in collaboration with the Jamaica Defense Force on Thursday, June the 4th, and young sporting activities on Wednesday, June the 3rd. So certain school that they pick out will be 4 schools. I think they're the one that will be getting to aboard the ship for experiencing what it's like to be on the ship. You know what I mean? I grew up with a friend in this very same community here, and he's a Navy SEAL officer right now in America. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't smart. He was one of the slowest in school, but now he has, it seems as if he had matured and took his schoolwork very serious, because now he has earned a lot of badges and honorable title through the U.S. Navy. He had shown me his ID, his uniform, and all them things. He was out here the other day. His name is Balfour. We used to attend Pembroke together. Now, Balfour do me a thing when me a boy still, make me grow for kind of resent it. I'll never forget. One of the time, Balfour, he had stepped in dog mess, because we would always travel home from school together, and a lot of times in the morning we would travel to school, but their timing was different from my timing leaving out to go to school. But when it's time to go home after school, me and my brother Balfour and his family, brothers and cousins, because he had lived with a few family members, and his family was more larger than mine, so he had cousins that lived with him that had attended the same school. And he had stepped in dog mess one of the evening we're coming from school. And because Balfour is tall and just slow, he's dumb. He was dumb as a kid. So, he was a troublemaker, because the kids who are slower in school, they tend to give more problem and tend to pick on the ones who are smarter, who don't like problems, So Balfour now, we were traveling home from school, and he stepped in dog mess, and he was chasing anyone he could get, any one of us, right, to wipe the dog mess off his shoes in our back with our bags on our back, right? And he had caught me, right? I was the one who he had caught, because he had tried to chase us, and I became the focus and the target. And he had caught up with me, and he just wiped his shoes in my knapsack, in the back of my back, with my knapsack on my back. And I grew to resent him for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I had dog shit on all over my bag. You know what I mean? Who does that? Now that I remember that shit, I be hating Balfour right now. I be hating. The last time I saw him when he came to Jamaica, I never had it, because I never seen him for like 20 years. It has been almost. So when I had met him, it was him who had that had picked up on me first. It was him who had made me out first. And he was like, yo, is that Ray from that I had attend school with? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yo, do you remember me? I'm Balfour. Ray, I'm in the Navy now in America. But he said he's here on vacation, right? And we chopped things up very quick. It wasn't any long, probably 5 to 10 minutes the most. But it definitely wasn't 10 minutes that I had spent with him, less. But somewhere probably 5 minutes the most too, or and it never had occurred to me that what he had done when we were boys, you know what I mean? But now that I remember what that nasty wretch done to me and wipe his, even though we're kids, I don't give a shit, man. You should have better sense to know not to do that shit. Right now, if I see Balfour again, we catching a fucking fade. We catching a fade, bro. He's gonna have to, catch a fade with me. No joke, no cap. On phone them grave. On my mama. On their homies. Balfour, you owe me a fade, bro. I ain't playing. Now, this post continued to say that members of the public will be able to see the vessel anchored in the port of Kingston. There will also be limited tours for critical national security, entitled an educational institution. We welcome the opportunity for our students to be exposed to world-class maritime operation and infrastructure. Jamaica and the United States have long shared common interests in regional stability, maritime cooperation, disaster response, trade, education, and security. The visit of the USS Nimitz provide a further opportunity to reaffirm these bonds and in strengthen mutual understanding between both nations. So that understanding, that mutual understanding, may have something to do with Cuba, as what people be saying. It's like ensuring us Jamaican leader that, look, we don't like for you guys to have the Cubans here because you know where we stand with them Cubans. So that can be the part where they said that the visit of the USS Nimitz provides a further opportunity to reaffirm these bonds. But here it is. Here's the part that goes for Cuba, right? The part that says, and to strengthen mutual understanding between both nations. So mutual understanding is so that we can both be on one page. Okay? This is how we're moving. Don't do that. Okay? Believe me, you got to know what to read between the lines. Right? Now we're going to expose why they're here. Now, let me show you why they're here more than ever before. Okay? Yeah, guys, so I want you to listen to this because Jamaica could change forever. Forever and ever. Amen. And I want y'all to listen to this guy here clearly and listen what it had caption saying. All right? Let's look at what its caption saying. That Jamaica is in need of some democracy. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the term democracy. Okay, so a lot of y'all can get the understanding of what democracy means. Okay? Democracy. 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 Okay, so what is democracy? Democracy is a system of government by the whole population or all the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives. So that's the democracy that has linked from the US with Jamaica, right? Those are the government by the whole population, you know what I mean? Or all the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives. So, Andrew them was elected and all of them. But it's like Andrew move like Republicans. You know what I mean? The Laborites seem to be like Republicans, I don't know, like them favored the lighter skin. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that Kamala and Biden party was more like the PMP, while the Laborites are more like the Republicans, the MAGA? Big up Alazid, my baddest DJ. You see me? Need for change him name to a Atalika where I run things. Him can call himself Street Vybz Rum, because Street Vybz Rum run things right now. You see me? But Alazid, nobody now drink that again. That liquor they now say nothing. And Alazid need for name of a liquor where I say something, where I talk. The rum attack, may I tell you. Shelly shot the pushing in a push, shot my shin up. You see me? The rum attack, may I tell you. Shelly shot the pushing in a she shot my shin up. But I'm like Kartel of the bodies. Mosquito bad, so. If you can talk in a rum talk, pumbo clot. Talk in a gypsy. Watch you know. Yeah, make up play this. Zin. Make us play this, because this is why the USS Nimitz is here. Okay, the main reason. Jamaica could change forever. Listen what the white man I tell you from America, why the ship is here. Listen clear.
Could be about to change forever. For the first time in their history, the country may have just discovered huge amounts of oil off their southern coast. No one tell America. And if that actually is confirmed and then drilled, it could, in theory, radically change things. Because right now, Jamaica currently imports almost all of their fuel.
Alright, so you know what I'm saying? Southern Jamaica. Zin? Jamaica is Jamaica is closer than ever to drilling for oil. Test and sample from the seabed of the Caribbean island south coast, where the Nimitz are come from. The southern America, south. Look at the connect the dots. It don't I tell you, south. You see me? So the alignment, remember, we teach the signs of the universe, and this man mincing words. Is it?
Which reportedly cost the country up to $2 billion every single year. But if they had an oil industry of their own, it could completely transform the economy. It could create jobs, potentially bring in billions of dollars every single year.
Bomba clock. Bo! Big up yourself, my dude. Big up yourself, my guy. Now, yo, Andrew, already I sell you out. Because remember, said Vybz had lied about it was a lie, said Jamaica no find oil, and then people are show video with them a dig and a extract. I seem to have extract something out of the ground, and we've seen other videos of oil, some like things that similar to the identity or the appearance of oil washing up on a shore or coastline in a viral video. So we the people were definitely convinced that there oil here and that the ministers knew about it, but they lied, especially Vybz, who is a blatant liar. He lied about what Buju had said about his goods being tampered with. He lied. These politicians, especially these motherfucking labor rights, they lied. They're liars and they're thief. Once a liar, once a thief. They're the same damn thing. You see me? So don't believe them. Remember. And then now after we hear Vybz coming out after the people got so furious and tired of his bullshit, then he came out and saying that people, we finally had found some possibilities of oil being here in Jamaica, but we still are not sure, so we can't really jump for joy, but keep our hopes up. That's what he says. And all now we no make we know say them fine and them a drill. So America want piece of the action because nothing can be done without them having the first say. You know what I mean? So that is why they are here, the USS Nimitz.
But there is a pretty big catch. You see, Jamaica is a country that for years has been consistently supporting the move to green energy. So critics say if they do decide to drill, it would be a pretty big contradiction. Not only that, but environmental groups are raising concerns that this potential drilling zone is right next to protected marine ecosystems, coral reefs.
Yo, Jamaica, you see the isle where them had got trouble in Jamaica? You no better look for evacuate. Take away yourself. Take away yourself. Take away yourself. That no mean say me run away. Me go away. Go wait for another day. Can't stand up with guns with they care. Them me hurt gun you no play. Remember Port Royal from the other day? You never learned that a school from they. All the youth them will live down a Mobay. Look out for your earthquake. Too much demon a praise, too much sacrifice in a goat blood. Them a drink. Obia man them promote. Be a blood clot. Obia ring them have a sport. Look pan the things them we don't promote. What kind of thing that them have a smoke? I no weed, I no grabber, I no that alone. Them have something else. You see me? Must.
Fishing areas and wetlands. They say even one major oil spill could be catastrophic for their coastline and their tourism industry. So Jamaica...
Yo, them drilling is not safe. It can destroy Jamaica. And remember, Batty boy Andrew and your labor right, Vybz, Battyman friend them, and your ass face chang them, when me say fina, him face fina ass bottom, and them just leg of the ass for run and gallop with him head in a shoot up in the ass bottom on the track with no jacket on that. So them for deal with the whole out no too. Not even just ass face chang, actually name ass face, but a race, a ass face. him face fit stuck in a ass bottom and beat the ass, make him run with him blood clot. Ass face strong for look like the blood clot tail of the ass with him head stuck in at the bottom. But clot.
You'll be about to face one of their biggest decisions ever. Drill.
See there? See there? That represent the ship we're looking on. Drilling. Them have all the tools on the USS Nimitz. Okay? 5 days them need. You see me? Them have all them work at them. Because the military, them know for do everything. Them a mechanic, them a plumber, electrician, them a driller, them a killer, them a armadillo, everything.
Or not to drill. What do you guys think they should do? Jamaica.
Not to drill. We forgot plant and farm and be bees watcher and you know what I mean? Jamaica need to invest in the land and stop dig down the land and suck the blood not potent out of the land and sell and all of them things. We don't need the drilling, we don't need the oil. Because if you check the history of the country where them find oil, especially in Africa, look how it has become with all of the resources where them dig out of the blood not ground. Look how backside, where land is being destroyed, right? Through the backside work and all of them blurred not program there. Zine? So people, don't allow them leaders here to destroy Jamaica any more than them already have done. Change on the leader. The next election we need for vote for PMP or any other party, but not the green bumper cloth nasty party.
Could be about.
Isn't me? Well, any tier. So if I war, send it here. Cause we not see no worship. What we fear? Shut up here inside your hemisphere. Shut up watching belly tier. Shut rip out lungs like sponge out a teddy bear. Gone. What is this?